Hello, hello. Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Today, we are going to talk about how easy it is to forget that the market crashed and why, and then maybe a little psychology around that. But on the Farming Without the Bank podcast, I am talking about the other 5 myths about infinite banking and life insurance. So I've got 15 of those over there now. If you guys want that, go over there and listen to that after you listen to this one. Okay, let's talk about the stock market. It is very interesting to me that people forget so easily what happens to their money. I went through one crash and one crash only, and I was done. 2008 to 2010, I lost 50% of everything I had. It was not a lot. $20,000 was a lot to me back then. $20,000, I walked away with 10 grand. They told me you hang in there for the long haul, blah, 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 right? All the same stuff that they say. But I still have not forgotten that. I lost the opportunity to have $10,000, and it was not my decision to do that because I gave that money to a financial advisor, hoping that they would pay attention to it and do the right thing. Not knowing that financial advisors don't know squat about doing the right thing. The majority of them put your money into something and they leave it there. Even if that money is going to be at risk, or they should be moving it, or they should be paying attention what's happening to the global economy. That's not what these financial advisors are doing. They're being lazy. They're going out, they're getting money, they're putting it in some sort of account, a mutual fund, they're spreading your investments around, they're diversifying, even though diversification should be amongst different asset classes, not in the same asset class, okay? A mutual fund is not different asset classes. Different asset classes might include the stock market, real estate, life insurance, annuities, right? It might include different things, or some sort of a business, but it is not all in one bucket, just mixed up into different things in the bucket. If we drill a hole in the bucket drains. So in 2023, we had a downturn, right? And during COVID, we had a downturn. It was looking pretty bleak in 21, 22. Things weren't super awesome in 23. But now we're in 2024 and it's amazing. I am hearing people are getting 30% rates of return. So what are people doing? They're immediately coming back to me and saying, well, what's my rate of return in the policy? Oh my gosh, for the love of Pete, did you forget you just lost 30 to 40% of what you had 2 years ago? And now we're chasing rates of return again? You guys, think of this. Let's just use our thoughts for a second. If we gamble and we are down, and then all of a sudden we spike back up and we're making money, it's hard to even control yourself. Addicts, it is hard to control a gambling addict because they are always looking for the high, right? It's always this pie in the sky thing. And unless you know how to manipulate the casinos, you are just the person that they are looking for because you're always just going to put that next dollar in, that next dollar in. And so what happens is if they manipulate the market enough, you're going to forget very quickly that you lost money. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I'm already back to where I was, just as if you were gambling at the casino. You're like, oh, look, I lost a little bit of money and that sucks. But gosh, the casino is awesome. They're paying me again. And so I'm back up to where I was. This is fantastic. I'm just going to play it down again. And then I'm going to play up to where I was. The difference is the casino is not your retirement plan. And so it sounds fun, but that is literally what you're doing with your retirement plan, is that you are going up and you're going down and you're going up and you're going down. And you so quickly forget oh, I lost money. The next thought that goes through your head should be, when am I going to lose money again? Am I going to get back to where I need to be just to lose everything I've made and then some? And we never get anywhere because we're constantly interrupting. They understand the psychology of people and why they are manipulating the market. I truly believe that. Yes, they are doing it for their own gain. The big companies in the market that drive the market, they will sell off their own stock just to rebuy it to make everything look fantastic. They are manipulating that. And we are sitting here saying, oh, well, I hope everything goes good today because we don't understand what they're doing. And so if we were to put our money somewhere, if you were to give me money and I said, you know what, I guess I'm just going to lose you 30% or 40% of that. And if you just stay in there long enough, it's going to come back. Okay, but what happens if it comes back and then I lose your money again? How many times are you going to give me money? If I make a bad investment with your money, how often are you going to do that to trust me? Not more than once. But because society has manipulated us to think that that's how it's done, we just continue to do it. And then it's Mary Jo, but it's free money. So I didn't really lose my money. I lost my employer's money. No, your employer is paying enough for your fees. If you're getting a 3% match, you're really only getting enough for fees. And so you're actually losing your money, but you're losing the potential. If you didn't have fees and you had employer money like you think you do, then you're losing the free money. Why is that okay? Why is it okay to forget what happened a year ago just because we're showing you big, flashy 30%, 20% rates of return? Should you be expecting those to get back to where you were? Yes. And then when you get back to where you are, you should be expecting to not lose it again. But I can guarantee you're going to, because the market has never had more than 9 years of ups before there's a down. Never in the history of the market. I have a market calculator. I can see that. Since 1901, we've never gone more than 9 years. So what that's telling me, and if you guys listen to a podcast I did a while back about what these financial advisors are saying that I listen to, they have also said you can expect one downturn every decade. So every 10 years, you can expect a downturn. Every 10 years. So you're going to save and you're going to get where you need to be, and then you're going to lose it. And then you're going to save and you're going to lose it. Why would you start over? What does that even make sense? That does not make sense to me. Why does society, and I shouldn't say you because it's, probably not you, but why do we as society think that this is okay and so quickly forget what happened? They want us to so quickly forget what happened that we just go right back into the same thing over and over and over. And you know what? While I'm on this subject of the stock market, let me just touch on crypto. This is the same crap for crypto. You're going to go buy some crypto and it's worth X amount today and it goes down tomorrow. I do not frankly care if crypto is this new currency. I don't care if it's got a limited amount. I don't care about any of that crap because it is not stable. The dollar is not stable either, but I know when I have a dollar, I can go buy $1 worth of stuff. If I have $1 crypto and I want to go buy something tomorrow and that crypto is only worth 50 cents, it's not any different. It is not, these are not systems that we can go to the bank on and say, hey, or we can go buy a house, we can buy a car, we can buy an investment property. We cannot do that if we don't know if we're going to have the money in the future. If we have it today and somebody wants to allow us to buy a house with crypto, fantastic. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ups and the downs, and the fact that we are buying into systems that tell us we're going to lose money and we're okay with that. And then we so quickly forget that we lost money that because we're making this big rate of return. And then we start chasing rates of return again. Instead of understanding that wealthy people are wealthy because of liquidity of money, control of money, and cash flow. We need to be able to have those things. And so stop looking at this silly rate of return and trying to chase some amazing rate of return when you just lost a whole bunch of money and you already forgot about it. Like, why? Why are we allowing people to manipulate us into thinking that that is okay? And yes, we are being manipulated. This is all I see on social media today. And all I hear about is narcissists. Oh, that person's a narcissist. Oh, that person's a narcissist. It's like the new word. You know who the narcissist is? The government making you think that they're going to take care of you, making you think that the market is a place to be putting money. These people are manipulating us, and we think that it's okay. We think that we're smarter. And in fact, we're not. They have us right where they want us. All right, that's where I'm going to end it today, because I could just go on and on and on, because this is one of my soapboxes. But recently, so many people are like, oh, what's the rate of return? Oh, well, I'm getting X amount in my 401k right now. But last year they came to me and said, oh, Mary Jo, I don't like this 401k because I lost money. We very quickly forgot what is happening, because all we're doing is having a gambling mentality with our 401ks and our IRAs. All right, guys, let me know if you have questions, comments, concerns, topics, whatever. Does not matter. I'm happy to help. Mary Jo at withoutthebank.com. Go over to Farming Without the Bank. Listen to that podcast as well. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic day.